I'm making a zombie FPS game in Unity.
Wait, don't go anywhere. I was debating using a AI voice or mine. I decided to use mine. Let's be a little bit more personal today. So this is my game, ZomBay. So far, it's not much. It's just a couple of prototype levels. It's mainly because the smart thing to do is go ahead and design your prototypes, build out a small prototype level, and then actually build up your levels so you don't end up building a bunch of stuff you have to redo. So without further ado, this is ZomBay. The point of the game is going to be, obviously, killing zombies. You can dismember them, you can shoot their heads off, but there are also going to be levels where they charge these walls and attack them. And these are going to act as sort of like barricades, sort of like Normandy, D-Day, World War II, that battle, that whole shebang. They will spawn and attack, and you will have various ways to fight them off, like your guns and these automatic turrets that will be placed around, maybe even semi-automatic turrets, but these turrets that will be placed around to shoot them off. And there is going to be a large array of weapons. Right now the game has 13 guns, but I plan on making hopefully 30 guns total, maybe even more, but 30 is of course a lot of guns. So we've got a needler type gun here that shoots sort of like the needler from Halo. All the guns either have an alt fire that shoots differently, obviously. The needler has a high velocity main fire that does less damage and a low velocity alt fire that does more damage. And there's a sniper. If it doesn't have a alt fire, it has a aim down sights ability. So shooting their heads does more damage, shooting their legs does less damage, shooting their arms and hands does less damage, and shooting their body does the normal amount of damage. I know that's very complicated, but that's an RPG element I've added to this game intentionally, because as you see, it's going to play out kind of like an RPG with your leveling up and the killing of the enemies and gaining XP as you progress through the game. Now right now there's no level unlocks for the guns. It's kind of the last thing I need to do before building out the levels. There's a whole bunch of different guns like this blob gun, and they all have different properties. Like, I guess I need to add the other layer to the blob gun because right now it's just shooting right through. Yeah, they can stick to different elements and different surfaces and do explosive damage even if they're on the ground. Are they doing explosive? I can't tell. They should be. I might have to fix that. But there's also a grenade launcher type gun that shoots heat-seeking bullets, and flamethrower, pistol with aim down sights, rifle, okay, I think we saw earlier. I call this one the bouncy bullet. It's got a projectile alt fire and a hit scan main fire. Got a lot of hits that it's hard to deal with. And then there's a rocket launcher, of course, your typical rocket launcher. And then there's a remake of the shotgun, or the shock rifle from the Unreal Tournament series, where you shoot, and if you shoot the projectile, it actually does more damage than just firing the projectile. So there's that gun. Let's see, we got the laser gun as well, that does lasers, and sort of like a plasma from Halo plasma gun, but the plasma balls also bounce once. I guess I need to bounce at something they're not going to shoot through. They kind of bounce and destroy on stuff. And that's the array of weapons right now. Oh, there's also those projectiles and hit scans. And so yeah, there's a large array of weapons. The blob gun you can charge up and shoot a big blob, or you can shoot lots of little blobs. There's also going to be a mode without the barricades, more zombies. In this mode, I need to change the animation because it's like a baked type animation for performance. But these zombies are going to follow you around and chase you in a different type of environment, and they'll just spawn chasing you without any barricade type stuff. It'll be more similar to your Call of Duty style mode. So there'll be two different modes in this zombie game. But yeah, oh, and there won't be dismembers in the attack mode, I guess I'll call it for now. But in the barricade mode, we'll be able to dismember them. It's a little bit different because of how I want the different levels to play out, and the game will just have more variety. Yeah, Also, there's going to be, of course, like with most of my games, leaderboards for how many kills you get. So it won't be an online game, but if you're playing online, your score will automatically be uploaded.
Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you disliked it, hit the dislike button. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any more future videos.